The African savanna 3 million years ago presented an open and exposed environment. Early hominids inhabited this vast, open landscape. The savanna's openness provided both opportunities and challenges for early hominids. The exposed environment necessitated adaptations for survival. Limited shelter in the savanna increased vulnerability to predators. The landscape shaped the evolutionary trajectory of early hominids. Early human survival depended heavily on foraging for edible plants. The availability of edible plants was a limiting factor for early human populations. Foraging presented significant challenges due to the scarcity and uneven distribution of food sources. Identifying edible plants required extensive knowledge and experience. Competition for limited plant resources often led to conflict between groups. The success of foraging directly impacted the health and survival of early human communities. Visual representations illustrate common nutritional deficiencies among prehistoric children. Lack of essential vitamins significantly impacted the health and development of prehistoric children. Mineral deficiencies, such as iron and calcium, were prevalent and detrimental to growth. These deficiencies often resulted in stunted growth and increased susceptibility to disease. Analyzing skeletal remains provides insights into the nutritional status and health challenges faced by prehistoric populations. Predators pose a constant threat in the natural environment. Children are particularly vulnerable to predator attacks due to their size and inexperience. Saber-toothed cats were formidable predators, with powerful builds and deadly canines. Hyenas are opportunistic hunters, often targeting the young or weak. Environmental awareness and protective strategies are crucial for survival in predator-rich areas. Early human settlements often lacked proper sanitation systems, leading to the rapid spread of disease. Contaminated water sources were a major factor in disease transmission within early communities. Limited medical knowledge hindered the ability to prevent or treat infectious diseases. Close proximity and communal living facilitated the transmission of airborne and contact-based diseases. Falls can result in fractures, which are breaks in the bone. Accidents can lead to open wounds, increasing the risk of infection. Conflicts may cause blunt force trauma, leading to internal injuries. Fractures disrupt the bone structure and require medical intervention for proper healing. Infections can spread rapidly if left untreated, causing systemic complications. Internal injuries can damage vital organs, potentially leading to life-threatening conditions. Prehistoric populations experienced significantly higher infant mortality rates compared to modern times. Child mortality rates were also substantially elevated in prehistoric societies. Statistical charts visually demonstrate the stark contrast in mortality rates between prehistoric and modern eras. Improved healthcare, sanitation, and nutrition are key factors contributing to the decline in mortality rates. Modern medicine has played a crucial role in reducing infant and child deaths. Public health initiatives and preventative care have significantly lowered mortality rates in modern populations. Communal care and support systems were crucial for child survival in early societies. Social structures facilitated the distribution of resources and responsibilities related to childcare. Extended family networks played a significant role in providing support and ensuring the well-being of children. The social structure ensured collective responsibility for the upbringing and protection of the younger generation. Climate fluctuations significantly impact food availability in affected regions. Reduced food availability directly correlates with decreased survival rates in vulnerable populations. Extreme weather events exacerbate food shortages and threaten long-term food security. Sustainable agricultural practices can mitigate the negative impacts of climate change on food production. Early humans utilized simple tools to enhance their hunting capabilities. Basic tools aided in the gathering of edible plants and roots, increasing food availability. The use of tools significantly improved early humans' chances of survival in a challenging environment. Simple stone tools allowed for the processing of food, making it more digestible and nutritious. Tool innovation represents a key step in early human adaptation and evolutionary success. Brain development in prehistoric children differed significantly from that of modern children due to variations in nutrition and environment. Nutritional deficiencies in prehistoric diets often limited optimal brain growth and cognitive function. The enriched environments of modern childhood, including education and diverse stimuli, promote more complex neural connections. Comparative analyses reveal that modern children generally exhibit larger brain volumes and more advanced cognitive abilities. Early human migration was driven by the search for essential resources. These journeys presented significant challenges, including harsh climates and scarce resources. Migration patterns often followed available water sources and seasonal animal movements. Adaptation and innovation were crucial for survival during early human migrations. Genetic adaptations enabled early humans to survive in challenging environments. Resistance to certain diseases is a crucial example of genetic adaptation in early human populations. Specific gene mutations provided early humans with advantages against prevalent diseases. Natural selection favored individuals with genetic traits that enhanced survival and reproduction. These genetic adaptations are heritable, allowing subsequent generations to thrive in similar environments. Water scarcity presents significant challenges in accessing clean water sources. The search for potable water often involves long distances and arduous journeys. Contaminated water sources pose serious health risks, particularly to vulnerable populations. Dehydration can have severe physiological consequences, especially affecting children's health and development. Limited access to clean water impacts sanitation and hygiene, increasing the spread of diseases. Sustainable water management and conservation are crucial for mitigating the effects of water scarcity. Fire provided early humans with a means for cooking food, increasing its digestibility and nutritional value. The warmth from fire helped early humans survive in colder climates, expanding their habitable zones. Fire served as a deterrent to predators, offering protection and increasing safety during nighttime. The use of fire significantly enhanced the survival rates of early human communities. Controlling fire allowed for the development of more complex social structures and communal activities. Early fire usage represents a pivotal advancement in human evolution and adaptation. Simple shelters offer essential protection from environmental elements. Shelter construction involves layering natural materials for insulation and weather resistance. A-frame shelters offer structural stability and efficient use of materials. Debris huts utilize readily available materials for quick and easy construction. The orientation of a shelter can maximize sunlight exposure or minimize wind impact. Proper shelter design considers both immediate protection and long-term durability. Early humans transmitted knowledge and skills across generations through demonstration and imitation. The transfer of practical skills was crucial for the survival and advancement of early human communities. Social learning ensured the preservation and refinement of essential techniques for hunting, gathering, and crafting. This intergenerational knowledge transfer enabled early humans to adapt to their environment and thrive. Group defense strategy enhanced survival rates against predators. Cooperation is essential for effective group defense. Mobbing behavior involves multiple individuals harassing a predator. Alarm calls alert group members to potential danger. Défensive formation provide collective protection. Natural immunity develops through exposure to pathogens, leading to the body's ability to resist disease. Survival after initial infection often results in the development of long-term immunological memory. Immunological memory enables a faster and more effective response upon subsequent exposure to the same pathogen. Disease resistance is a complex interplay between pathogen characteristics and the host's immune system. Parasitic infections significantly impacted the health and development of prehistoric children. Parasites can hinder nutrient absorption, leading to malnutrition and stunted growth in developing individuals. Chronic parasitic infections can weaken the immune system, making children more susceptible to other diseases. Evidence of parasitic infections can be found in archaeological remains through the analysis of coprolites and skeletal remains. Poor sanitation and hygiene practices in prehistoric settlements contributed to the spread of parasitic diseases. Understanding the impact of parasites on prehistoric populations provides insights into disease, ecology, and human evolution. Bone growth patterns in prehistoric children provide insights into their nutritional status. Analysis of bone microstructure reveals information about the health conditions experienced during childhood. Growth patterns can be indicative of periods of famine, disease, or other environmental stressors. Studying bone growth helps archaeologists understand the living conditions and challenges faced by past populations. Seasonal changes significantly impact food availability for wildlife. In autumn, animals often store food to prepare for the lean winter months. Hibernation is a survival strategy that allows animals to conserve energy during periods of food scarcity. Migration enables animals to find food sources in different geographical locations as seasons change. Animals adapt their diets to utilize available food sources throughout the year. Dental health analysis of prehistoric children provides insights into their dietary habits. Examining dental wear patterns reveals information about the types of foods consumed. The presence of dental caries indicates a diet high in carbohydrates and sugars. Analysis of dental calculus provides evidence of oral hygiene practices, or lack thereof. Enamel hypoplasia, or defects in enamel formation, can reflect periods of nutritional stress during childhood. Isotopic analysis of teeth can reveal geographic origins and dietary sources. Vegetation changes over time reflect environmental evolution. Evolving vegetation significantly impacts available food sources. Shifts in plant species composition alter ecosystem dynamics. Climate change is a primary driver of long-term vegetation shifts. Deforestation and land use practices accelerate vegetation changes. Monitoring vegetation changes provides insights into ecosystem health. The immune system's development is fundamentally a response to environmental challenges. Early immune responses likely evolved from simple recognition mechanisms to complex adaptive systems. Exposure to diverse pathogens drives the maturation and refinement of immune responses. The development of immunological memory allows for quicker and more effective responses upon re-exposure. Environmental factors, including diet and hygiene, significantly influence immune system development and function. Early human parental care involves nurturing and protecting offspring to ensure their survival. Parental bonds are established through physical contact, emotional support, and shared experiences. Responsibilities within the family unit include providing food, shelter, and education. Cooperation between parents enhances the well-being and development of their children. Early human families rely on mutual support and shared resources for survival. Parental care strategies evolve to adapt to environmental challenges and ensure the continuation of the family line. Genetic diversity in early human populations reflects adaptations to diverse environments. Visualizing genetic diversity reveals patterns of human migration and adaptation over time. Comparative analysis of genetic markers illustrates the range of human adaptability. Genetic variations within early human populations provided resilience against environmental challenges. Floods can devastate prehistoric communities by destroying settlements and resources. Droughts can lead to crop failure and famine, severely impacting the survival of prehistoric populations. The availability of fresh water is critical for the sustainability of prehistoric settlements. Natural disasters can force prehistoric communities to migrate in search of more habitable environments. Prehistoric communities developed strategies to mitigate the impact of natural disasters, such as building elevated dwellings and water storage systems. The resilience of prehistoric communities depended on their ability to adapt to changing environmental conditions. A timeline illustrates the evolution of tools and technologies. The development of tools and technologies has gradually improved survival rates. Early tools focused on basic survival needs such as hunting and shelter. Modern technologies provide advanced solutions for health, communication, and resource management. Early humans employed cooperative hunting strategies to increase their success rate. The use of sharpened sticks and stones as projectile weapons allowed for hunting from a safer distance. Traps and snares were utilized to capture smaller animals with minimal energy expenditure. Camouflage and mimicry were essential techniques for approaching prey undetected. Controlled burns were sometimes used to drive animals into designated hunting zones. Drying is an early food preservation method that reduces moisture content to inhibit microbial growth. Smoking preserves food by using smoke's antimicrobial properties and drying effects. Both drying and smoking extend food availability by preventing spoilage. These methods were crucial for early civilizations to manage food supplies. Rainwater harvesting involves collecting precipitation from surfaces and storing it for later use. Surface runoff harvesting captures water flowing over land before it reaches streams or rivers. Fog harvesting utilizes mesh nets to capture water droplets from fog in arid environments. Water storage solutions range from small household tanks to large-scale reservoirs, ensuring water availability. Early wound treatment focused on natural remedies to prevent infection. Honey was commonly used for its antibacterial and wound-healing properties. Herbal poultices were applied to wounds to reduce inflammation and promote healing. Clean water was essential for washing wounds and preventing the spread of infection. Early humans utilized animal hides as clothing for protection against cold weather. Animal hides provided a crucial layer of insulation, enabling survival in colder climates. The use of clothing marked a significant advancement in early human adaptation and survival strategies. Early clothing designs focused on functionality, prioritizing warmth and protection over elaborate aesthetics. Social cohesion refers to the degree to which individuals within a group cooperate and feel connected to one another. Strong social bonds facilitated resource sharing, increasing the likelihood of survival during times of scarcity. Cooperative hunting strategies allowed early humans to acquire larger prey and more reliable food sources. Shared knowledge and skills, passed down through generations, improved the group's ability to adapt to environmental challenges. Social support networks provided care for the sick and injured, enhancing the overall health and resilience of the group. Groups with higher social cohesion exhibited greater resilience to external threats and internal conflicts, leading to higher survival rates. Early humans adapted to forested environments by developing arboreal skills and tools for hunting and gathering. Mountainous regions demanded adaptations in clothing, shelter construction, and cooperative hunting strategies. Dietary adaptations varied based on environmental resources, influencing physical development and cultural practices. The ability to adapt to diverse environments was crucial for the survival and expansion of early human populations. Cognitive development in prehistoric children involved learning essential survival skills. Problem solving was critical for prehistoric children to adapt to their environment. Early tool use fostered cognitive growth through practical application and understanding of cause and effect. Social interaction and imitation played a key role in prehistoric children's cognitive development. Language development, though rudimentary, facilitated communication and knowledge transfer among prehistoric children. Memory and spatial reasoning were essential for navigation and resource management in prehistoric environments. Early human communication relied heavily on gestures for conveying basic needs and intentions. Vocalizations, including grunts and simple sounds, supplemented gestures to express emotions and warnings. The combination of gestures and vocalizations formed the basis for more complex communication systems. These initial methods of communication were crucial for social cohesion and survival in early human societies. Trauma in prehistoric children can significantly impact their physical development. Mental health challenges in prehistoric children can stem from traumatic experiences. Early childhood trauma can alter brain development, affecting cognitive functions later in life. Understanding the impact of trauma provides insights into the lives and challenges faced by prehistoric children. Early burial practices reflect the emergence of cultural beliefs surrounding death. Grave goods found in burial sites indicate beliefs about an afterlife or a continued existence. The orientation of bodies in graves may symbolize specific, spiritual, or cosmological views. Variations in burial rituals suggest diverse cultural interpretations of death and mourning. Communal burial sites demonstrate social organization and shared beliefs within early communities. The development of burial practices marks a significant stage in human cognitive and spiritual evolution. Artifact analysis provides insights into the lives of prehistoric children. Archaeological sites yield artifacts that reveal details about prehistoric childhood. Analysis of children's toys reveals developmental stages and cultural values. Children's tools indicate their participation in daily tasks and learning processes. Burial sites and grave goods offer clues about prehistoric children's social status and beliefs. Isotopic analysis of skeletal remains reveals dietary habits and geographic origins. Early human exploration involved expanding geographical range to discover new environments. Expanding into new territories provided access to diverse resources, crucial for survival and development. Exploration facilitated the adaptation of early humans to varied climates and ecological conditions. The exploration of new territories was driven by the need for increased living space and resource acquisition. Competition for resources significantly impacted survival rates among early human groups. Intragroup competition led to hierarchies and differential access to essential resources. Intergroup competition resulted in conflict and territorial disputes, affecting long-term survival. Groups that effectively managed competition and secured resources had a higher likelihood of survival and propagation. Early agriculture involved the gradual transition from nomadic hunting and gathering to settled farming practices. The cultivation of crops such as wheat and barley marked a significant step in agricultural development. Domestication of animals provided early farmers with a stable food source and assistance in cultivation. Simple irrigation systems were developed to manage water resources and improve crop yields. Early agricultural settlements led to the development of more complex social structures and communities. Animal domestication significantly improved food security for early human settlements. Domesticated animals provided a reliable source of meat, milk, and other essential nutrients. The consistent availability of food reduced the risk of starvation during lean seasons or environmental hardships. Domestication allowed for the accumulation of food surpluses, supporting larger and more stable populations. By ensuring a more predictable food supply, domestication fostered social and economic development. Permanent settlements offer increased stability compared to nomadic lifestyles. The construction of durable housing provides residents with enhanced protection from the elements and potential threats. Organized settlements facilitate the development of social structures and community bonds. Permanent settlements enable the accumulation of resources and the establishment of long-term agricultural practices. The transition to permanent settlements marks a significant advancement in human civilization, fostering security and progress. Social hierarchies emerged within early human communities as a means of organizing group activities and resource distribution. Factors such as skill, strength, and knowledge contributed to an individual's position within the social hierarchy. Hierarchical structures facilitated decision-making processes and improved overall group efficiency. Resource control and distribution were key aspects of maintaining social order within these early hierarchies. Social hierarchies provided a framework for resolving conflicts and enforcing rules within the community. The development of social hierarchies had both advantages and disadvantages for early human societies. Early human groups engaged in trade and exchange to access diverse resources. Trade facilitated the acquisition of essential materials not locally available. Exchange networks promoted the spread of knowledge and skills between communities. Access to varied resources improved the overall quality of life for early humans. Trade fostered cooperation and interdependence among different groups. Early trade routes laid the foundation for more complex economic systems. Climate change significantly influenced early human migration patterns. Shifting climate conditions altered resource availability, prompting population movements. Glacial periods and interglacial warming phases played a crucial role in shaping habitable zones. Climate-driven migration influenced the geographic distribution and genetic diversity of early human populations. Early humans developed art and symbolism as reflections of their cognitive abilities. Cave paintings represent early forms of symbolic expression. Symbolism evolved from simple representations to complex abstract concepts. Art served as a medium for communication, storytelling, and cultural preservation. The development of art and symbolism marks a significant milestone in human cognitive evolution. Visual representations reflect the increasing sophistication of human thought processes. Ancient DNA analysis provides insights into the genetic history of early human populations. The analysis of ancient DNA reveals adaptations that allowed early humans to thrive in diverse environments. Technological advancements have enabled the extraction and sequencing of DNA from ancient remains. Phylogenetic trees constructed from ancient DNA data illustrate the relationships between different human groups. Ancient DNA analysis can reveal the genetic basis of traits that are no longer present in modern populations. The study of ancient DNA provides a temporal perspective on human evolution and adaptation. Disease outbreaks significantly impacted early human communities, leading to population decline. Children were particularly vulnerable during disease outbreaks due to their developing immune systems. Limited medical knowledge and resources exacerbated the impact of diseases on early populations. High population density in settlements facilitated rapid disease transmission. The impact of disease outbreaks often led to societal disruption and altered community structures. Technological innovations in tool-making significantly improved hunting efficiency. Advanced tool designs enhanced gathering capabilities and resource acquisition. The lever principle applied to tools increased the force exerted during hunting and gathering tasks. Improved tool materials, such as hardened wood and sharpened stone, extended tool lifespan and effectiveness. Early humans explored coastal environments to gather food resources. Marine resources, such as shellfish and fish, provided a stable food source for early coastal populations. Coastal environments offered diverse opportunities for early human settlement and resource exploitation. Early humans developed tools and techniques for efficient marine resource extraction. The exploitation of marine resources played a crucial role in the survival and development of early human societies. Environmental pollution, such as smoke from fires, significantly impacted the health of early humans. Inhaling smoke led to respiratory problems, including lung inflammation and reduced lung capacity. Chronic exposure to smoke increased the risk of developing respiratory infections and other diseases. The presence of pollutants in the air also affected the cardiovascular system, leading to increased heart strain. Early humans experienced a higher incidence of eye irritation and vision problems due to smoke exposure. The overall health and lifespan of early humans were negatively affected by continuous exposure to environmental pollutants. Early religious beliefs often originate from observations of natural phenomena, such as the sun, moon, and stars. Rituals and ceremonies develop as a means to understand and interact with the perceived forces of nature. The personification of natural forces leads to the creation of deities and mythological narratives. Religious beliefs provide a framework for understanding the world and one's place within it. The development of religious beliefs offers comfort, hope, and a sense of community in the face of uncertainty. Religious rituals and practices reinforce social bonds and cultural identity. Isotopic signatures in bones provide insights into the diet of early humans. Analysis of bone isotopes reveals the types of food consumed by individuals during their lifetime. Isotopic analysis can trace migration patterns by comparing bone signatures to geographic isotopic maps. Different isotopes, such as carbon-13 and nitrogen-15, are used to determine the trophic level of an individual's diet. The ratio of strontium isotopes in bones can indicate the geographic origin of an individual. Intergroup conflict in early human communities often led to violence and physical harm. Competition for scarce resources, such as food and territory, frequently triggered intergroup aggression. The lack of established social structures and conflict resolution mechanisms exacerbated the risks of escalation. Intergroup conflict resulted in casualties and reduced the overall population size of early human communities. The instability caused by intergroup conflict hindered the development of cooperative behaviors and social cohesion. Frequent conflicts increased the risk of injury and death, impacting the health and survival rates of individuals. Complex language evolution enhances communication efficiency among individuals. Advanced linguistic structures enable the transmission of intricate ideas and abstract concepts. Cooperation among individuals is facilitated through the precise articulation of shared goals and strategies. The development of complex language supports the formation of social structures and cultural norms. Language evolution is driven by the need to convey increasingly nuanced information. Effective communication fosters trust and collaboration, leading to collective problem-solving. Early humans sought shelter within cave systems, providing protection from the elements and predators. Caves offered a stable and consistent environment, crucial for survival during fluctuating climates. Cave systems served as storage locations for resources, ensuring a reliable food and water supply. Early humans utilized caves for communal living, fostering social bonds and shared knowledge. Cave walls provided surfaces for early artistic expression, documenting their lives and beliefs. Exploration of cave systems allowed early humans to discover new resources and expand their understanding of the environment. Resource depletion significantly impacted the survival strategies of early human communities. Overhunting of megafauna led to food scarcity and forced migration for early humans. Deforestation for fuel and shelter resulted in soil erosion and reduced availability of building materials. Competition for dwindling resources often triggered conflicts between different early human groups. Innovation in tool-making and hunting techniques became crucial for survival in resource-scarce environments. Adaptation to new food sources, such as plants and smaller animals, allowed early humans to persist through periods of resource depletion. Social norms are informal rules that govern behavior in groups and societies. These norms regulate interactions and promote cooperation among individuals. Norms can be descriptive, outlining what people typically do in a situation. They can also be injunctive, specifying what behaviors are approved or disapproved. Social norms are often learned through observation and imitation of others. Adherence to social norms can lead to social acceptance and group cohesion. Paleopathological evidence provides insights into diseases and injuries experienced by early humans. Analysis of skeletal remains reveals patterns of disease prevalence and trauma within ancient populations. Bone lesions, fractures, and other skeletal markers serve as direct indicators of past health conditions. Paleopathological studies contribute to a deeper understanding of human evolution, adaptation, and historical living conditions. The extinction of megafauna significantly altered early humans' food supply. Early humans were forced to adapt their hunting and gathering strategies due to megafauna extinction. The loss of large prey led to increased reliance on smaller animals and plant-based foods. New tools and techniques were developed to hunt smaller game and gather plant resources. Megafauna extinction impacted the social structures and survival methods of early human communities. Advanced hunting techniques, such as trapping, significantly improved food security. Trapping allowed for the capture of multiple animals simultaneously, increasing hunting efficiency. Improved food security led to population growth and the development of settled communities. Surplus food resources enabled specialization of labor and the emergence of new technologies. The development of advanced hunting techniques marked a significant turning point in human history. Early humans adapted to Arctic environments through innovative hunting techniques. Resource scarcity in the Arctic necessitated efficient use of available materials for shelter and clothing. Extreme cold demanded physiological and behavioral adaptations for survival in Arctic conditions. Exploration of Arctic environments required advanced navigation skills and knowledge of the terrain. Technological diffusion refers to the spread of technological innovations between different groups. The exchange of tools and techniques accelerated the progress and adaptation of early human societies. Diffusion enabled groups to adopt beneficial innovations, improving survival rates and living conditions. The process of technological diffusion facilitated cultural exchange and knowledge sharing among early human populations. Maritime technology facilitates the exploration of marine environments. Advanced maritime technologies enable the exploitation of marine resources. Underwater vehicles enhance the efficiency and safety of marine resource management. Modern sonar systems are critical for mapping and understanding underwater environments. Analysis of ancient textiles provides insights into the clothing of early humans. Textile analysis reveals details about the technological capabilities of past civilizations. Studying ancient textiles offers a window into the daily life and cultural practices of early societies. Scientific examination of textiles can reveal the materials used, construction methods, and potential origins of these artifacts. Environmental degradation significantly reduced the availability of essential resources for early human communities. Deforestation and soil erosion led to decreased agricultural productivity and food scarcity. Water scarcity, exacerbated by climate change, intensified competition for dwindling water sources. The decline in resources increased mortality rates and forced migration, threatening the survival of early human populations. Specialized labor emerged within early human communities, leading to increased efficiency. Task specialization allowed individuals to develop expertise in specific areas. Increased productivity was a direct result of specialized labor and refined skill sets. Specialized labor fostered innovation and the development of advanced tools. The division of labor improved overall community prosperity and resource management. Early humans explored island ecosystems, encountering unique flora and fauna. Adaptation to limited resources and isolation shaped human survival strategies on islands. Island environments presented unique challenges, such as limited land and exposure to natural disasters. Island ecosystems fostered unique evolutionary pathways for both humans and other species. Exploration and settlement of islands led to cultural and technological innovations specific to these environments. Cultural exchange between early human groups facilitated the spread of knowledge and skills. The sharing of technological innovations, such as tool-making techniques, accelerated human progress. Exchange of agricultural practices led to improved crop yields and food security. Cultural exchange fostered the development of new forms of artistic expression and symbolic communication. Intergroup communication and collaboration were essential for problem-solving and adaptation to new environments. Cultural exchange contributed to the accumulation of knowledge and the development of complex societies. Early human communities developed sustainable practices to ensure long-term survival. Sustainable hunting and gathering techniques were crucial for maintaining stable food supplies. Resource management involved careful use of water, land, and other natural elements. Community collaboration and knowledge sharing facilitated the development of effective sustainable strategies. The integration of sustainable practices allowed early human communities to thrive within their environment. Prehistoric childhood was marked by significant challenges, including high mortality rates and limited resources. Adaptations to these harsh conditions included early skill acquisition and communal child-rearing practices. Evidence suggests that prehistoric children played crucial roles in the survival of their communities. The synthesis of archaeological and anthropological data provides a comprehensive understanding of prehistoric childhood. Please subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell so that you will be updated for more videos.